because that was coming off a heartbreaking loss last weekend to NC State.
And it was Marquise Reed missing 4 free throws at the end of that game versus NC State, giving them the opportunity to win it. And he and Shelton Mitchell both will be trying to make sure that changes for the Tigers.
Clemson, a Sweet 16 team a season ago. Elijah Thomas knocks down the long 2, and Clemson on the board first. Shelton Mitchell hit 4 threes against Pitt last time out to snap out of a shooting slump. Thomas in a low post.
Tonight learning on the fly.
Here comes Wright. Wake still looking for its first field goal, first points. And there it is. Shondi Brown from the outside, the sophomore from Orlando. Amir Sims from the corner. That's a 3. Horde has it taken away by Reed. Reed crosses over Wright and lays it in.
Their shooting woes, but their biggest issues have come on the defensive end of the floor, having coming up with big stops when they need them.
Skara from the corner. It's a 9-0 run for Clemson. This has been an issue of late. They've been getting into early holes and unable to climb out. Reed through the contact, no foul. And Marquise Reed has 5. Buffalo transfer, backing down White. Mucius, the freshman. And the putback by Jalen Horde. Listen, they were solid players, but that 07 Cavs team, we're going to end the argument. It was one of the worst teams to reach an NBA Finals.
Johnny Newman knocking down the 3. Clemson shooting the basketball extremely well.
Here comes Horde. And Jalen Horde shows you why he was so sought after. From Carnon, France, little beach city in the south.
Much promise, but at the end of the day, I think a little more maturity in his game would help him moving forward.
Basket +1 for Elijah Thomas. Shelton Mitchell with a pretty move and denied at the rim by Jalen Horde.
Actually got out there and knocked down more threes than a number of very good shooters, and he held that against us too.
Now Elijah Thomas holding everything against Wake. He's got 9. He's outscored the Deacs by himself. Of 16 from the field. Shondi Brown knocks it down. Wright blocked by White at the rim. 4th block by Clemson.
Wasn't even playing for the Braves. I was sitting in the dugout being the pinch runner.
Javen White on the inside.
And a beautiful find over the top from Shelton Mitchell. Only averaging a little over 3 assists per game. But I believe that that's a number that's going to change for him. He's actually battled a little bit of knee soreness over the year. And the ACC play is teams have learned not to bail out Wake Forest on the offensive end of the floor and don't put them on the line. Make them have to score over top of defense, just like Marquise Reed does on that possession.
Elijah Thomas nearly picked up his 2nd foul. Brown got Thomas in the air, and Brown has been the offense for Wake. 10 of the Deacs 18. Right over to Sarr. Horde with a nice move on the inside. Very little has come easy for Wake in this first half. Mitchell picks it up. Blocked at the rim, but the putback is there by Sims. Thomas skips one. Good ball movement by Clemson. Thomas was wide open. Now Reed finds him. Childress the steal. Will this get him going? He gives it up to Brown, who makes his way around to Thomas for the 2. Thomas down low. Too easy.
And that's just great execution from Clemson in recognizing where the next man is, the open man. When you're able to get Clemson to miss, you don't finish the defensive possession with the rebound.
Skara strong to the 10.
And of course, you end up giving up second chance points.
Reed down the lane, splits the D. Largest lead of the afternoon for Clemson.
Themselves with all the turnovers, continuing to give Clemson multiple opportunities on the offensive end of the floor.
Spin cycle, Thomas.
That's another block shot by Elijah Thomas, and he needs a break right now. Everyone looking for the media timeout, but if you're Clemson, you don't want to stop this roll, especially the way things are going. Danny Manning has to get the timeout.
Field goal. Gets an open look. And it's still not there. Follows his shot, drops it off for Wynn, the freshman from Albany.
It's one positive sign for Wake Forest. Even though they're struggling to score, they have not stopped playing with the effort necessary, to please their coach. So you can't always, have your team making shots, but the effort, that's all you could ask for. Danny Manning has gotten it from his young team. They've just been able to get it done defensively. Look, you can go, and with the two-way contracts and the G League and all the opportunities to play professional basketball now, a lot of kids just flat out don't want to go to school. Allow young players that do not want to go to college to be able to go pursue a professional basketball career. Now, that doesn't mean that they'll all be NBA players. Jalen Horde, who will be an NBA player. What numbers are you saying? Because his numbers are not better than Peyton Manning's. His numbers are not better than Drew Brees.
I mean, he's right up there. Joe Montana's numbers, you feel Montana's the great guy in here.
Oh, no, I'm not trying because I'm already convinced of this. So, therefore, I understand how this works.
All right, back to basketball. There's a three by Newman. Tom Brady-like accuracy. Win.
Speaking of getting more minutes, I think that they have, when you look at Musius, you think about Jalen Horde, and you look at Wynn, they have players that are going to be good ACC players. Patience and give these guys time, especially when they don't have the Bryant Crawfords and Darrell Moores alongside helping them out.
Shelton Mitchell, the basket +1.
Survive at what is a great university.
Aaron Spivey into the game. And there is Musius, one of the freshmen, New Hampshire Player of the Year, according to USA Today.
I tell you, you got a couple walk-ons in the ACC right now that are getting it done.
Oh, that goes in for Davis.
And Davis, the lefty, firing. He's got Paul range. He's nowhere near the three-point line. Shoots it from one of the front toes of the paw, and then, of course, has the arrow.
When he's haunted and tormented your team over the years as much as he has mine, there are scars, and you begrudgingly appreciate the greatness. We agree on that front. We agree on this. Clemson was pretty impressive this afternoon, 47% from the field.